Yeah. Back on Beard Bros Dojo. That was Alex that made that sound.
I'm the DJ in the back of Hanson. I'm the DJ from Hanson of this show. Like, you don't think about it that much, but he's there.
I have to take your word for it, man. I don't know much Hanson.
That's all right. He's... Oh, my God.
Oh, good job, bud.
Oh, my... The dog just walked in carrying an entire blanket.
Funniest
not a
sight
dog
gag.
blanket. The comforter.
Funniest
This is incredible
sight gag I could have experienced.
I hid a bunch of treats inside of his blanket because he likes to like root around for him like a little snuffle mat. But instead of doing that where the blanket is, he decided to bring the entire blanket in here so that he could do that and see what was going on with us at the same time.
Good for him.
It's so funny, though.
Get that, Ted.
Man, it's a big blanket though, so he like comes and he's all like dragging this enormous blanket behind him. Oh my God.
Like Linus from Peanuts, man.
Hilarious. Right at the start.
All right. Hi, guys. Welcome back to it. I'm going to get back to training mode. Using this nifty training mode shortcut that I'm starting to use now, finally. Last time, you were playing online, man, for the first time. And yeah, how did that make you feel?
How did it make me feel? Actually good.
Good.
Yeah, actually good.
I was so proud after you played those matches for the show, you continued to play a couple more matches online.
Yeah.
And I got to look at some of those replays.
Oh, man.
They're... what, Alex? What?
Shit, we're gonna watch those.
Well, we were driving home, like, after the recording. And that's when you got the text that was like, I showed this Ken.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like, I'm still playing. And I was so excited for that. And like I told you, I'm just proud of you for continuing to try and be excited and play a little bit on your own.
You know, it was exciting. I think the moment that I had with the Ken that I found exciting was, it was the first time where I realized, oh, he's not watching me. I can do whatever I want now.
He was like doing his own thing regardless of what
I could tell that he was just trying things out and that he wasn't watching.
He wasn't adapting to you.
And so I was like, oh, I don't really need to, like, be defensive at all. Like, I'll just wait till his moves are done because he's not looking at me. He's looking at himself. And I could tell, and then I was able to, like, punish that. And that felt like a huge level up from anything that I've ever been able to do before in Street Fighter.
That's fantastic. You effectively read your opponent and kind of, like, took your whole tool belt, which at this point, let's say it has 20 things on it. You sliced off, like, 16 of them. I'm like, I won't need these. And these 4, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Based on his behavior, you know?
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool. And I want to help you. Something that I decided after I watched those replays, I decided the next thing I want to do is help you be able to do that more often and more easily. And I think the way to do that, I'm going to turn that off, by the way. I think the way to do that is to help you identify which of your tools in which zones being like, you know, like close range, long range, mid range, which tools in which zones are like going to be the most effective in which scenarios.
Okay, word, yeah.
I made a little chart for you. You are not privy to that chart.
Okay.
That chart is for me. I'll show you after. Maybe I'll have to take a picture and
put that like handwritten chart on there.
It's look. I'll, here, you can take a look. Kellie, pass that to him, please. You cannot look. Pass that to Alex. He can take a look.
She looked.
No,
she didn't.
Oh shit!
But I made a little chart, and then like we'll work through it together.
I would call this studyable.
Yeah?
Studyable.
I would call this
Hopefully
studyable.
you can read my handwriting.
Yeah, dude. Actually, your handwriting like looks like my handwriting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I show it on screen right now?
No,
okay.
not yet. So here are the zones that I've identified for you, Kellie.
Okay.
Long range.
Great.
Remember, there's like there are windows.
I don't have control over character.
That's on No, it's not.
Oh, it's
no, absolutely not. I fucked up. How you doing now?
Oh yeah, I could be white-haired jury today.
Oh yeah, you are. My bad. All right,
fine.
it'll be fine for the day.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, there's long range, which is like from here to the next zone. The next zone being probably here. I call that jump in zone, right? So once again, from here to here, all long range, right? And right around here is the jump in zone. Say from yeah, for sure, exactly. So maybe like from here to here. It's a pretty short zone, right? Like as far as like the window goes, but it's a pretty important one. It's a big distinction between the long range and a big distinction between the next one in, which is what I'm calling mid range, right? Mid range.
Sure.
And then like, you know, as you get closer and closer, they're going to get shorter. Like these windows are going to get smaller and smaller. So right here, once again, is mid range. Right here, I'm going to call jab range, right? And what I really mean by that is like light attack ranges, but you get the idea. And then at that point, you're just close range.
Sure.
Once again, close range, jab range, mid range, jump in range, and then anything past that is long range.
Got it.
There's also some other scenarios I want to go over after that are like not necessarily distance based, but certainly situation based. Those being, let's say, do a sweep real quick, and you're right next to me, right? We've had that scenario plenty of times,
right?
Where it's your Oki situation. We're gonna go over that. There's gonna be the opposite too, where you're waking up. There's going to be a situation where we're kind of close right here, and I'm putting pressure on you, maybe with like plus buttons or some other buttons, right? That kind of pressure situation. And then there's going to be the one like same kind of situation, but from right here, where I'm putting pressure on you / you're putting pressure on me from like right around the mid range. You understand?
Word.
Okay. So I think we should start simply, and I think the simplest way to start. Matter of fact, there you go. Now you're on the left side.
Oh, okay, all right.
Where's that chart? Where'd that in? Can I have that, Tim? Thank you very much. I have a list of techniques that we've gone over through the entirety of what we've been working together.
Okay.
They include forward walk, back walk, sweep, block, throw, jab, that long poke, this one, drive impact, the fuha stock, a jump in attack. You know that crouching heavy punch anti-air that you do sometimes? That one's on there.
Oh, this guy.
Standing medium punch, your bully button. The wave, your little projectile. And then forward dash and back dash. That's it. So everything I just said, you know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You're familiar with the tools. All right, great. Let's start long range. As a matter of fact, can I? Yes. No, I'm going to put that right there. Why is it still recording? Oh, probably because it's on yours. Never mind. Long range. Here we are. Let's go through it bit by bit. I'll name a technique, and you tell me if you think like it is a viable option there.
This is exciting.
Sure. Okay, great.
Right? Yeah, now you know what
Pop quiz.
This is pop quiz.
All right, forward walk. Should you forward walk here?
Yeah.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
How about a back walk? Should you back walk there?
No.
Well, here's the thing. You might say that because you're full screen, but remember, your window, here, let me show you the window. Don't move.
Yeah.
Long range isn't just this, it's also this, right? So should you back walk here?
Yeah, if you need to. Yeah.
I agree. Just, you never know. Okay, I agree with that. How about a sweep?
No.
Pretty self-explanatory. Why not? Well, we should probably explain so everybody else at home can learn too. Why would you not sweep here?
Because one, it's never going to hit, and two, it's so punishable with recovery frames that you could give them an opportunity to like run in on you.
This is true. Definitely more so the first thing you said though. From this range, like you're not gonna hit that motherfucker.
There are attacks that they could get you at that distance if they guessed, but you shouldn't just.
There's like virtually, there's virtually nothing they could do. Like it would be like the wave maybe, but then you could see it. You're fine, Which brings us to our next one. What about blocking? Should you block here?
You might need to if they throw a projectile or something like that. You can kind of like block
So
it.
then let me specify the questions going forward.
Okay.
Right? When I ask these questions, I guess what I mean is like, in general, should you block? Like when you don't know what your opponent's gonna do.
Yes.
You should block from here if you don't know what your opponent's gonna do. Okay. So that's probably because you're like, I don't know what they're going to do. They could attack me, right? But once again, any attack that I could do that could reach you from this distance or even this long range distance, you have so much time to react to, you don't have to preemptively throw it out. That's my point.
Sure.
So you could on reaction be like, oh, okay, I'll just block that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let you know that no, you probably shouldn't block here. On reaction, sure, if you wanted to. But I'm talking about like to take an action yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I wouldn't worry about blocking here. So hopefully that'll help you in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless, of course,
No, that totally does. It's that screen door.
Smitty pops off.
Somebody opened a screen door across the street.
He hates it.
It's really what happened.
It's truly that specific screen door. It's a rough one.
You should go over there, find that person, just give him some WD-40.
That door, behind that door lives Smitty's Lynchian dark twin.
Yeah, let's give Smitty some treats. Okay, so we went through forward walk, back walk, sweep, and block. Here we go. Next up is throw. That's a pretty easy one. We probably shouldn't be throwing, right?
Yeah, no, can't. How would I ever? You know?
Right. How about jab?
Actually, yeah, I think like,
okay.
like you can as a, because you told me that you can kind of use it as a like, don't come near me, I'm gonna be ready.
This is absolutely true. Here's the thing though, if your opponent is anywhere near you, this is no longer long range. So then we're like out of the scenario. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So hopefully, I would say no. You probably shouldn't jab from here. Like, there's really no purpose.
All right, yeah, no long jabs.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Fair.
that's kind of how I'm hoping to help you think about this.
Okay.
So that you're not as overwhelmed. Like, oh shit, I maybe have to throw out a jab here just in case. No, it's like as you move towards your opponent, and your opponent moves towards you, the range completely changes.
Right.
So when you're at this point, I'm letting you know. So far, we've only got 2 things. Just forward walk and back walk. Right. That's it. So yeah, don't worry about jabs. How about the long poke? You could try it if you want.
It's not long poke enough.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you need it from there. Yeah.
Sure.
Even if you were like, this is technically long range, right? Look at that. There's no way.
Yeah.
How about a DI, a drive impact?
I don't even think that'll reach across.
You want to try it? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I wouldn't do it. No. How about that Fuha stock?
Oh, for sure.
Why?
Because it's pretty quick and it is a safe distance to use it so that it won't be punished too much.
Yeah. Specifically because of the resource you get, though, right? Like, if this were just a fucking attack, like, why would you do this?
Right, yeah.
But because you're literally stocking up on a resource.
Stocking
Absolutely.
up with distance,
I don't
easy
know.
peasy.
The trick seems to be pragmatism and logic.
You might be right. What about a jump and attack? Would you do it from here?
No, it's not gonna be useful.
Good call. Crouching heavy punch
even.
anti-air. Would you do that?
Maybe no, because if you're this far, nobody's gonna be jumping into
Good
you.
fucking call, man. And if they were jumping in, you actually do. I'm so glad you brought that up. If somebody jumped from this range, you could anti-air them, but you'd have to use different anti-air tools. Like, each anti-air is not created equally. They all have their different strengths and weaknesses. For example, you could do this thing, right? Like, if I jump from long range, you could do that. But I'm not putting that on the list per se right now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, you're right. Crouching heavy punch? No, there's no reason to do it from here. You're good. What about the medium punch?
Bully button, no.
What about the wave?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
think so too. Yeah. Why?
Because you can follow it in to close distance.
Sure.
It's it's also a way to zone them out.
Absolutely. There's many applications for using this from pretty far away. What about forward dash?
Yes.
Why?
Because you might just want
Yeah.
to change to a different zone.
And more specifically, this big commitment on your dashes, right? Much more than walking, right? That's literally those cyan bars you're seeing down there.
Right.
Literally commitment is what they're counting. When you forward dash or back dash, you could get hit out of that, right? But if you're from that far away, there's very, very little risk of that,
Yeah.
right? Forward dash. Would you back dash?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Once again, let's say here, walk towards me, actually. Stop. Technically long range, right? You could backdash here. Would you want to?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
because
no reason to.
Especially because backdash is not much faster than walking backwards.
You definitely, it's definitely faster. It's not that much faster, but the distance that you'd be covering at long range, you could probably just walk it, you know, and it's much safer to do so, right? Much less commitment. So I think you're really starting to get this.
Okay.
But I want to show you a visual representation so far. Don't look at the rest. Look at this is top to bottom, right? Filled. Look at the only things that we've done for long range. It's literally 5 things.
Forward walk, back walk,
stock, wave, and forward dash.
Wave and forward dash.
So I just want you to. That's literally it, man. All these tools you have in your tool belt. When you're in the middle of a match and you're at this range, you might be thinking to yourself, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what to do here. There's literally only a couple things you probably should be doing, and these things aren't even created equal. It's not like, I got a 1 in 5 chance. Even that can be a little bit overwhelming, but they're not created equal. And after we sort these things out, and you know why you should or shouldn't be doing things in each zone, we can talk about ranking them as far as which ones maybe you should do, you know?
Okay.
But that's it. That's 5 things, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about jump in range, which is probably maybe right around here, right?
Sure.
Oh boy. That time it was a different dog outside, right?
Yeah.
Poor buddy. Poor buddy. Yeah, he's gonna get a treat to calm him down.
The master of them treats.
Okay. We're in jump range. So what do you think? Let's start from the top again. Should you forward walk?
Yeah.
I think so too. How about back walk?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Just to give you an idea, a little preview of what we're going to be doing. Forward walk or back walk, which one is more dangerous?
Actually, I'm kind of I see pros and cons to both.
Of course.
But I feel like a backwalk is like more, maybe I'm thinking in D&D terms, like attack of opportunity. Like you're moving away from somebody, they have the opportunity to kind of like press in on that advantage.
You're putting yourself in the corner.
But then forward walk gets you closer to all the shorter range things. And
this is true.
You don't want to like leave yourself open, but I feel like in a forward walk you can also defend yourself with the quickies too.
That's true, but I think you might be ignoring the most obvious thing, which is when you're back walking, when you're walking back, you're also blocking like most shit.
Yeah. That's true.
You know?
Yeah, so that's true. I didn't think about the block.
Absolutely.
Because I guess I've never been like whacked real hard when, I don't know, I guess I didn't think about that. Yeah, that does make sense.
Like even if you're not actively trying to block, if you're just trying to create some distance, there are plenty of times where you're like, oh, I blocked that. Thank God.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely think a forward walk is more risky than a back walk, right? But yeah, you said from the jump range, which is once again right around here, forward walk and back walk both on the table, right? I agree. How about a sweep?
No.
I agree. What about blocking?
Yes.
So once again, like you're kind of right, but once again, like I want to just to like take mental anguish off of you, to think like I gotta defend myself at all times. Think about like what can really hit you from jump range. What can she hit you with? Like that you have to like preemptively be like, I don't know, she might be able to hit me. Let me block.
Yeah, no. I mean, like maybe the wave could reach all the way, but like that would be so easy to just
exactly.
Like,
look at that.
There's so much time. Yeah.
Exactly. So like as far as like doing things preemptively, doing it on your own, not reacting, I don't think you need to block from here.
Okay.
Okay. We can start getting closer, probably, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But be aware of that. Which means from this range, if you don't have to block, this gives you more, that leaves you open to maneuver more too when you're in these ranges. Just letting you know. Let's see. We did block. How about throw?
No.
How about light poke? Or not light poke? I wrote L poke. That's why I'm saying that. Long poke. Your heavy kick.
No.
Great. Let's bring this up now. I think you should here.
You should. Okay.
Okay, let me explain why.
All right.
And it's in a concept that we haven't really talked about yet, but it's important. If we were in the mid-range, and I asked you, should you do the long poke? What would you say?
Yes.
Why? Do it. Because
it hits you right in the face.
But if we were here from slightly further out in jump range, you said no because it won't hit. Here.
Oh, sorry, I went in.
But there it is. That's the exact thing I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's useful as what's called a counter poke. You're not throwing out a poke to hit. You're throwing out a poke to hopefully hit what they threw out. Here, do your heavy one. Right?
Whoa.
That's a counter poke.
Of course. Actually, you know what? That makes so. Actually, I learned it the second that I accidentally went in for the poke and you got me just earlier. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's of course, because pretty much whatever they're going to do will move them in if they're trying to do any attack.
Exactly. So, you don't want to do it 100% of the time.
Sure.
But like heavy kick from here, oh man, I do that shit all the fucking time.
On the table.
Right?
Good stuff.
Okay, that's that long poke. So just in case you're keeping track, Kelly, that's only 3 things so far.
Okay.
Should you do the stock from here?
Yeah, I think it's a little more dangerous, but yeah, I think that, sometimes you should.
Good for you, man. I agree. Like, you're right. It is more dangerous. You might be able to, like, it's a bit of a commitment. What is that, 34 frames, right? It's a bit of a commitment. Maybe you'll get fucked up by something like this, but, pretty quick, that light one. You know what I mean?
Also, and this is, like, a little bit weird, but I feel like the added risk also makes it seem like, in certain contexts, a little bit more antagonistic. Is that interesting?
I what do you mean? Explain.
Like saucy, like
I
sassy?
feel like I wouldn't try and hit someone at long distance before for trying to stalk one, like out of anger. But for them to have the audacity to do it this close to me, it would make me a little bit more interested in teaching them a lesson.
Oh wow, okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna let you know, when I play jury, if I'm right here that they can get away with it, I'll do it. Because look at this. That's 37 frames for the medium.
Yeah.
48 frames for the heavy. The light one is only 34. Like, if I do it every now and then just to get a stock going, but you're right, it is a little bit more of a risk. But if someone's doing it constantly, then you're gonna fuck them up, right? Once again, it's all about how often should we be doing these things,
Sure.
right? But we'll come to that in a minute. But I agree with you The both of you, really. It is something that could be done from this jump range. Absolutely. Hey, how about a jump in from jump range? What do you think?
That seems good.
What do you want to try?
Seems
it real quick?
right. Yeah.
Oh, let's try it again. Yeah, you got it. Absolutely. I think so. How about that crouching heavy punch anti-air? Like from right here. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, you jump at me. I'll try it.
Ooh.
Try again.
Okay.
Come with that attack.
Oh yeah.
Not bad. Try it again. So I don't actually have this written down here. I thought it would be worse, but maybe it can work here. Maybe I'll write it in. You know what I mean? I thought this was going to be a range where this wasn't going to be a great anti-air.
Okay.
Because of how like shallow it is, right? Maybe you need a
That's fair.
different anti-air. But it seems to be working okay. Maybe it'll go there. How about medium punch?
No.
Yeah. No.
My elbow too short.
Yeah.
My little elbow is too short.
Agreed. How about a wave? If you have a wave stocked up, should you do one from here?
Yeah, for goats.
You got one stocked? Oh, yeah,
4 goats?
4 goats.
That's for goats.
That's for goats.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really good range. Probably even better than long range, right?
Yeah.
How about
sweets?
forward dash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get away with it. All right. It's a surprise. Yep. How about a back dash?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so where's that pen I had? I think it was around here. Damn, I think I lost it. Just got to remind me to write in crouching heavy punch there.
Okay.
But now we've gone up from 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, that's that's a lot more things to do.
It is, but once
But there's
we
a lot
rank
of things
them,
to not do.
this is
also.
a good point. Exactly.
Yeah.
When we rank them, it'll be a lot better off. Let's talk about mid range. Yeah, right around there. Forward walk. What do you think?
Yeah.
I agree. Back walk. Yep. Sweep.
Yes.
I think this is sweep is on the board for the first time.
yes.
Yeah, I think this is a good spot for sweep.
That's
right?
Hikaru
The
Sulu.
sweep spot.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yes.
What about a block?
Yes.
I agree. I think this is the first time where you're in a range where you're like, I have to be careful because you can get whacked with that. You can get whacked with that. You can get whacked with that. Like you never know, right? You're too close. You got to watch yourself, right? If you're not doing something else in this range, you should be blocking. How about a throw?
No.
Nah, too far. Jab?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
From here. Do a stand jab.
I find that I do it a lot at this range.
Okay.
As kind of like a get ready taunt.
Get ready,
like,
that's what Alex was
Keep
talking
him back.
about.
And
Get
keep
ready.
him back. Like a little get ready taunt and to keep him back. Like,
Keep him back.
don't
But
be
like if
close.
I'm here,
Get ready is a very funny way of describing that to me. I love that.
so what do you think? Yeah? You think you should use it here?
Yeah.
I think so too. But it's for a very specific reason.
Is it because it can bat away little like other lesser attacks?
I don't know about lesser, but it's what we said before. It's just with
Yeah,
punishing
coming
purposes.
in. People coming in.
So
Yeah.
if I do this from this range, right, it won't work. Let's see if you can do it on reaction. You ready? Don't move. Don't move. Great. Try again. Good. So I'm not expecting you to
Okay.
like do that on reaction every time, but just like these are so low commitment that every now and then you could just in case when you think the opponent's gonna like do something.
It'll accidentally happen a lot just
A
from
lot.
like being smart about when you press buttons.
So yeah, I think jab works here, but specifically for the purposes of whiff punishing.
Sure.
Okay.
With punishing. With punishing. Good
with
word.
punishing,
Yeah.
How about that long poke?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes.
Oh man, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, no. Oh no, you're right. I was looking at the wrong column. My bad. Absolutely, it's good here, right? How about DI?
Yes.
I think so too. How about a stock?
Oh, phew, I wouldn't know. I think it's a real cheeky
Let's
try
talk
to do
about
that.
the risk.
Yeah, I think it's really. I mean, it is an attack, so it's not like it's not like like fully punishable.
But like,
I think it would
from
be
this
really
range,
risky.
you're not even gonna hit me, right?
Yeah.
So you are gonna whiff it.
Yeah.
Which means you're kind of open.
With punish.
Much more open than if we were still in jump in range. Right.
Right.
Here's the thing. Do the medium stock.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nope.
One more time. So that's -6. And I have some -6 stuff here. Try it again. But it's too far. You understand what I'm saying? Try again. So once again, from this medium range, I think you can get away with it.
Okay. Yeah, and it not be too badly
punished. Probably not.
Yeah.
As long as you're not being too obvious or forcing it all the time.
Sure.
But the distinction is here, and I'm glad we made the distinction. From jumping range, probably don't do this because you're never going to hit and it's slower. Don't do the medium one. From jumping range, stick to that light one, right? The one you were doing back here in long range.
Sure.
But then when you get in mid range, if you're really trying to, make contact with somebody, maybe try that medium one.
Yeah, it's just a little skip forward.
She goes forward. Try it. And I don't know if you know this, but the heavy one, she really takes a step forward. Try it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But that one is -8, so then it's a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's all about that reward risk management.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So from here, I would say you can get away with the stock, specifically the medium one. Let's see, where are we? Oh yeah, crouch and heavy punch, anti-air. What do you think?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's try that again. Yeah, don't move. I'll come to you. Yeah, very good, very good. This is like where it really shines. This spot.
Butter.
It's kind of a weird angle. Like it's like pretty like sharp up angle.
Very vertical.
Yeah.
But she has other options for it, such as this, as well as something that we haven't used yet, which is heavy punch. That thing works pretty well that way.
Huh.
I think also maybe forward medium punch, but that doesn't matter. Is that the same one?
It's just the door. It's the screen door. Hey, lay down.
It's okay, buddy.
Look.
Poor buddy. So medium punch, we said no, right?
Correct.
Okay, obvious reasons.
Too short.
Too short. How about the wave?
Yeah.
Try it. See what happens. Yeah, not bad. A little bit, less risky or more risky than jumping range?
A little bit more risky.
I would agree.
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah, because you're spinning on the floor for a little while, and I feel like there's a lot of recovery and a lot of startup.
Well, me being closer, how does that make it more risky?
Because you could just easily just get in there.
Yeah, I can hit you with more of my shit. You're absolutely right. How about forward dash?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
How about back dash from right around here?
Sure.
I agree too.
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Let's move on. You want to move on to the next range?
All right.
Oh, by the way, that was the one that had the most options in it so
Sure.
far.
So that's
How many was that?
Our biggest.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Butterbread?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Less than there are moves on a Pokemon team.
True. But here's the thing, man. I'm telling you, when we start ranking these things, it's gonna go from 13 to probably 3. Okay. Jab range, right? Basically anything right around. Right around here, right? Pretty important fucking range.
Yeah.
Should you walk forward?
Yeah.
I think so, but it's starting to get pretty fucking risky, right?
Yeah.
Because now when you walk forward, I can do this, which is I can do that all day, not be punished for it. Back walk.
Yes.
Absolutely. Dude, in this range, back walking is super good. How about sweeping?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. You could hit someone with sweep here. You could.
Is it your best option?
I think it's so as a preview of how low it's ranked in terms of risk versus reward. I feel like it shouldn't even be here.
Oh, okay.
Personally.
It's so weird, and maybe I'm just fraudulent. I would never claim to be a great fighting game player.
Okay.
In close range like this, I'm always pressing the medium buttons.
It depends on the character.
Yeah, that's true.
But my point is, you Jury definitely have way better options. Let me ask you this, Kelly. What would you be trying to accomplish with sweep here? Why would you use it over anything else?
Well, maybe as a tool for a knockdown.
Knockdown, got it. So there's way safer ways to do that. You could confirm maybe into, I don't know, maybe this.
Ooh.
Right? Maybe not actually confirm that, but that's my point, right? Probably a little bit safer than sweep. But you're right. If you want a knockdown, that's a great reason to use sweep, but there's better ways to do it. Yeah. So I would say get sweep out of here, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
Hopefully that helps you reevaluate it a little bit.
I know.
Get ready to try and unlearn that.
Sweep is my crutch.
Would you block here?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Throw here?
No.
I agree. Yeah, you're not close
You really got to get close, yeah.
Jab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. The long poke?
Yeah.
Go for it. Got it. So I'm going to help you out here, too. Although you could hit someone with the long poke here, I think it's so far down, there's no reason. Why would you ever long poke here when you can do, I don't know, jab or this? It's so much, the startup is so much better. Because, here, you do the long poke. Do it again. One more time. right? Like it's long startup. Look at that, 17. That's so much time that anything could go wrong.
Yeah.
You know, from that range. So I wouldn't do the long poke at jab range.
Okay.
How about DI though?
Yeah.
I would too. How about the stock?
I don't think I would do it this close.
Okay, which one are you thinking about not doing? Light or medium?
Light.
You would okay, try
Yeah.
it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the risk is like. Let's get back in jab range. Yep. Great. -4. Like,
Okay.
I'm not like the only
not
thing that
too
I have her
bad.
for. The only thing I have her for is like jab. Yeah, it's just my 2 jabs.
Okay,
There's no
so-
way I'm gonna touch you.
So I could get away with that pretty okay.
I think you could.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. This one probably no then, and then this one definitely no.
Yeah, you don't want to do the medium specifically because it's 8 here. From
Yeah,
jab,
so-
let's get in jab range.
Okay,
You try the medium one, and then after you do it, hold down back to block to make sure. Down, like hold crouch
yeah.
block. Yeah. There's no reason to take that risk. But from
Sure.
this range, the light one, not bad, right?
Okay. Yeah.
How about your jump in?
I don't really.
Why not?
Because I might sail right over them.
Great. This is a great time to introduce another concept to you. And by the way, these little concepts that I'm introducing in this big information dump, I don't expect you to like remember them all. We're going to cover them in more detail, but I just want to make you aware. You're right. When you jump in for your like heavy kick, oh yeah, you don't want that to happen, right? But that's where cross-ups are in this game.
Okay.
Jump in with medium kick from right here.
Okay. Oh.
That's punch. Great, but make sure you like time it so
Okay.
that you're right on top of me. A little later. That's great. Did you see that cross-up?
Yes.
You know
Okay.
what a cross-up is? Here.
I assume that it's when you can hit as you're going over.
Exactly, but there's another aspect to it. Here,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump and you block this, okay?
Okay.
Here it comes. Can't block low because it's a jump. Remember, so
Okay.
you have to block high. Here we go. Oh, you actually did it. Oh, there we go. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm switching sides, so you as the defender have to
to
switch
switch.
how you're blocking.
Yeah.
So if you throw
So
that
that's
out,
harder, yeah.
it is harder. So you have to like throw that out every now and then just to like trip up your opponent. But the point is, you're right. Doing a jump in from here with your normal, what do you usually use, heavy kick, not the greatest. But from this range, going for a cross up, pretty damn good.
For medium. Okay.
So yeah, jump in. I think you should do it here. Like you can, you know.
Okay.
The crouching heavy punch anti-air. How about from there?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to try which one you want to try? Jumping or crouching heavy punch?
Crouching.
Here we
Heavy
go.
Punch. Oh.
Let's try again.
I was late.
Okay.
Not a good option.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I have it written here. Shit, man. I might have to cross that out and like move it over. Okay, good to know. But this is my point. There's different anti-airs for different situations. Medium punch from here.
Yes.
It's not bad, right? But here's the thing. Like from right here, right? Watch this. Oh no, it works.
Ooh. But I can see how I sometimes do have the problem where I get out of range with my second poke.
Yes. It all depends. Like here's the real jab range right here, right? That's the issue. I think we were too close. So now do medium punch. Yeah.
Second one.
That's
doesn't-
kind of why I don't feel like it's not bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can do better from jab range.
Okay.
You know? It's not a bad choice though. How about the wave?
Yeah. I
Think so?
Yes.
At this point here, let's block it. Let's see what happens when I block it. -3. So it's safe. You could do it.
That's not so bad.
It's not. You're right. The risk is low. But that's what you have to ask yourselves. What's the reward here? Like, what happens if you hit me? Hit me with it? Oh, you press something else. Try it again. So that's 1. You at frame. It's okay.
It is
So
technically
it's like-
your turn.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not great. It's
Right.
not a
Like
great
if you're
version of
here,
that,
you may as well. There's so many other things that's better to go for. You know? I probably wouldn't do the wave here, especially because we're also neglecting the startup. That's 16.
Yeah.
Same thing as this, basically.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Like when you're in jab range, it's kind of risky, bro. So I wouldn't do that either. So what about forward dash?
I don't think that it's good to do it here.
I agree. Why?
Yeah. Because it's like kind of overcompensating. Like what?
Yeah.
Like you don't need to get in that far. It's gonna you're gonna get in too far, and you also have now 22 disadvantage technically.
Absolutely.
And so like when this will suffice,
Absolute good call.
don't do this.
How about backdash though, from like right here?
Yes.
I think so too. It's a little bit risky because when we're in jab range, we're probably going to be using low commitment buttons that are fast like this, and I could probably hit you out of that. But once again, here, neutral jump and then immediately backdash. Did you try? Try again?
Yeah, I did.
Try again? No, that's a block. Well, here, I'll do it, and you like hit me with like a sitting light kick or something. Here we go. Good. Yeah, so, but then if that happens, there's not that much risk, right? So yeah, I think backdash is good. So that does it for jab range. And just letting you know, with this, we're officially out of like the most chunky zones with like options. Everything after this is like pretty lenient, right? So just so you know, this one had, if I'm not counting crouching heavy punch, but maybe counting medium punch, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe roughly. Okay, let's move into close range, huh?
Get a little closer.
How about forward walk?
No.
Yeah, no reason.
Yeah.
How about back walk?
Yeah.
I think so too. Yep. How about sweep?
No.
No way, bro. Good
Could
call.
you use forward walk a little to push them towards the corner?
Yeah, but if I want to push them to the corner right here, I'd rather do it with buttons. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they were on the ground, absolutely.
I never ever thought to do that in my life.
Corpse pushing. Yeah.
Corpse pushing.
Wow.
Corpse.
Yeah. There's also corpse hopping. Hold on, let me see.
So just disrespectful of a name. It makes it sound so wretched.
Yeah.
Wretched.
You nothing. You're a dead body. So forward walk is out. Back walk is, what do you think?
In.
Try it. Yeah, good call. I'd agree. Also understand though, from this back walk, you understand how this back walk is a little bit more risky?
Yes.
You know why it's more risky?
Well, just because you're already like touching them and you could easily get like
what?
thrown.
Yes. Also, do you know what the other one is? What's the only thing that would break a bat that you can? What are you invulnerable to when you're walking back?
Drive impact.
Kind of. It's lows,
Lows.
right?
Okay.
Because like you're not blocking low.
Okay,
So, but
yeah.
if you're walking back from here, you'd have to throw out something like this.
Yeah.
But if you're walking back from close range, I could hit you with this little
Yeah.
commitment shit. You
I
know?
see.
It's a little bit riskier, but still not a bad option.
Okay.
Sweep is out. Right? Sweep is out.
Yes. Sweep out.
Block.
Yes.
Very good option here. Throw.
Yes.
Hey, throw's finally on the table. There it is.
Bang. It's only right. The only one you're kissing.
How about jab?
Just write
Yeah.
that down real quick.
What's that?
Only when you
Throw
kiss.
only when
you're
kissing.
Jab?
Definitely.
Yeah, you definitely want to jab. The long poke?
No.
DI.
Yes.
Yeah, you could DI here. Let me look at this. Do DI and look at the startup. Actually, it's right there. Look at the startup.
1,025,000.
1,026,000.
26, right.
1,026,000. Yes.
1,026,000.
Sorry, I was up by one.
That's a lot. And do you know what beats DI?
3
True.
Nothing.
babies
Nothing at
and,
all.
But
and then a DI counter.
you could also do that. Yeah, here, do a DI.
Oh yes, the throw. That's right.
So when you're in close range,
That's
when throws,
very danger. Okay.
yeah, like it's too risky. You
Can
know
you
what
do
I
it?
mean?
Can I try a throw out of it?
Yeah, you want me to just do it like whenever?
When it surprised me.
So like, you
Samurai
want me to
time.
surprise you?
Samurai time.
It could be happening right now.
Oh, I know.
I know you're trying to react.
Eager
right?
student. Eager student.
It could happen. You never fucking know when it's gonna happen.
Oh, I did try to hit it. Okay, wait. One more.
Sure.
Oh.
Wait for the tell. It'll be there.
You remember that hot hands game?
Oh, she took
no,
her
I'm
hands off.
excited.
Oh, I love fucking hot hands.
Yeah.
That's my shit, dude. That's a hood classic.
That is
Hot
like
hands,
this.
like,
That is
is Street
exactly like
Fighter.
this. It is.
Dude, DI is it's full on hot hands. Good job.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. Okay.
Now you know why point blank DIing probably not the greatest.
Good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. What were we at? Oh yes. How about a stock from right here? Full hot stock.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. How about a jump in?
No.
Yeah. You could do neutral jump stuff here, like that.
Oh.
But that's a completely different thing. How about that crouching heavy punch anti-air?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about it. I'm gonna jump at you from here. Go ahead. Yeah, you ready?
Okay.
And you're gonna anti-air me, okay? Awkward.
Yeah, it is
Right?
awkward. Yeah.
There are other options.
Okay.
We'll get there one day. Oh, how about that medium punch?
Yes.
Finally, that shit is on the table. Like real deal. It's very good here. How about the wave?
No.
I wouldn't do it.
No,
either.
I don't think
Too
so.
much startup.
How about forward dash?
No. Unless you're corpse pushing.
right. But that's a completely different scenario.
Yeah, no.
How about back dash?
Yeah. Maybe
At this point, I think backdash is a little too risky.
too risky.
Let me show you why. Here, I want you to
Oh, because you can get hit and all that.
Pretty much anything.
yeah. Once you neutral jump and then
Okay.
immediately backdash when you land. Oh, one more time.
Look how fast I was.
You were blocking somehow. Probably because you were pressing back, but you get the idea. There's too much that I can punish you for. Remember, when we were in jab range, I'm really probably only going to get you with, like, little stuff. But if close range, I can really fuck you up for that big commitment.
Right. Sure.
So, if we're keeping track for close range stuff, the only thing you really got here is back walk, block, throw, jab, and medium punch. It's like 5 things.
Okay.
Maybe 6, right?
Okay.
Let's do a quick rundown. Yeah, all this stuff is very quick, too. Except for the last one. Let's do a quick rundown on different scenarios.
Okay.
The first one is Oki. This is when you knock me down and you're right next to me. Happens sometimes, right? Let's talk about the things. You can just picture. You don't have to keep knocking me down. Would you walk forward if I'm knocked down and I'm waking up?
In corpse push situations, maybe, but no.
Yeah, you don't want to walk forward.
Wouldn't.
Would you walk back?
No.
Okay.
Unless maybe I was trying to get myself some distance to like Fuha stock.
Okay, maybe I can see
And
that.
using that time as an opportunity to get that.
There is an instance where you'd want to like back away on someone's wake up slightly. It's called a shimmy. It is a semi-advanced technique.
Okay.
We'll get there, but I will say keep back walk in your back pocket. It's basically for opening up opponents who are very good about being defensive, who are good about both blocking and teching, covering both those options.
Okay.
There's a way to let them open themselves up.
Okay.
That's basically walking back. So we'll keep that in your back pocket. I would say if you knock someone down, you can walk back, but when we get to ranking these things, probably not the most.
Sure.
Blah, 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 blah. How about sweeping?
No.
Absolutely not. Blocking?
Yes.
Why blocking? Why would you block on someone else's wake up?
Oh.
Like,
No.
you knock me down.
No. Then no.
Okay.
No.
Here's the thing. I think you should sometimes. Here's why. This shit, like when someone wakes up at this invincible
Alexander Louis Faciane,
Oh, is that you?
wake up SRK.
But if you block that, the world is your oyster.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes people wake up with the invincible version and then, oh man, right? So blocking right on someone's wake up, occasionally, keep that in your back pocket.
Okay. All right.
How about throw?
Yes.
Yeah, good option. How about jab?
Yes.
Yeah, not a bad option either. Let's go through lightning around some stuff that probably won't work. Long poke, obvious why you wouldn't want to do that. DI.
No.
Why?
Because they're already getting up, so they're really ready to see what you're about to do, and it's really long startup.
That's true, but here's an instance where the long startup is actually mitigated because I can time it to hit you right as you're waking up. I think the reason you probably wouldn't want to DI here is for the same reason that like you wouldn't want to do it close because they could just wake up and grab you.
Sure. Oh, that's true.
You know,
Does Oki have something to do with hitting at the exact time that they wake up?
you're confusing Oki with meaties, but they do go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Oki is simply like the shorthand for like the advantage you get when someone is waking up.
Right.
Right. In this instance, it is 32. Right. And then if I have Oki, I would like to use it by putting a meaty out, which is basically timing my attack right as they wake up.
So that there's just like the exact moment they're vulnerable, there's a hitbox, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Good questions. Where were we? DI. Stock. Would you do a Fuha stock if someone's waking up?
Let me try it.
Okay. You want to knock me down? Go ahead. I'll block. Go ahead. That was reversed. My bad. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta wait for me to wake up. Yeah, you gotta wait for me to wake up. It takes a little second. Go for it. Oh, do you mean like doing it before you hit me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like sneaking one in?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could. But see, that
Oh,
only
it's
works.
icy.
That only works in that
So
specific scenario
It
because you're
would be
sleeping
a
me.
better thing to do to time it to the wake up.
Fuck, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Look.
Because it's the startup in that. It's not too... Well...
No, you're right. Like you could, but once again, not all knockdowns are created like that. What if I knock you down with this? And then I have Oki, but you don't have the time to do that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying...
Wait a minute. What is Oki?
Once again, it's basically the advantage you get when you knock someone down.
Okay, that's the slang, like shorthand term.
Yeah, it's Japanese from okizeme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that
Oh.
shit. Okay,
Yeah,
I love
okizeme.
I love that.
Yeah, it's Oki, baby. And so, like, whenever I'm evaluating stuff in this game, I'm always going, like if I land this, right? For example, this is literally what I do when I'm playing this fucking game. I go, oh, if I land this, what's the best ender I can get? Let's say I'm not trying to use any meter. Let's say I'm not trying to use any supers. I'm just trying to like, if I confirm this, well, how do I fuck them up the best? Well, let's take a look at some of her moves. I could do the wave. Oh, that doesn't work. All right. I could do this heel drop. Oh, that's not a real combo. I could do the double kick. All right, 2,000, not bad, right?
Yeah.
Or I could do, I'm terrible. Right? That's not as much, but the Oki might be better. Let's see. So you wake up, that's +5 after a dash. You see that?
Yeah.
Or I could do this. Oh, maybe do one. Let me do one dash and see what I get. 4. So yeah, pretty comparable, right?
Okay.
Not bad,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm looking at damage. I'm looking at Oki. It all matters to me. You know what I mean? Same thing goes for this. Oh, 8 frames, but the damage isn't quite as much. See, 1680.
Yeah.
So in this situation, I'd probably choose this because it's got good Oki, it's got good damage, and it's got good corner carry.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, Oki. Now you understand.
Corner carry. Cool.
Where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about Oki. So you knock me down. Should you do DI? Should you do the stock? Probably not, right? Should you do a jump in?
No.
Yeah, definitely not. How about your anti-air? Well, obviously
No.
not. Yeah. Medium punch.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
Medium punch is excellent here. How about the wave?
No.
How about forward dash?
No.
How about back dash?
No.
Good call. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So there's only a couple here, like 5 things here.
Okay.
Let's talk about the exact opposite scenario real quick.
Okay.
I knock you down. You're waking up. Okay. Also, what time is it?
3.
Ted is looking at me like, hurry the fuck up. No, listen. This is an important lesson.
a big one.
Look, if there's one episode, I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
this is a big one. This is a nice one.
So, I'm knocking you down. You're waking up. So think about that. That's the scenario. Should you walk forward?
No.
Hell no. Should you walk back?
No.
Well, what's the risk? What's keeping you from walking back?
Well, because if I'm knocked down, we're probably at a pretty close range.
Absolutely.
And so I could be poked backwards even more.
Let's see what happens. You want to walk back?
Okay.
I'm gonna poke you.
All right.
And you blocked.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's not terrible.
Could do this though. You walk back. I could. I could. So you can walk back. It's a little bit risky. I'm just letting you know. Maybe you want to keep that. Maybe you want to keep that if you want to create some distance.
Sure.
The sweep. Should you sweep on your wake up?
No.
Please don't do that. How about block?
Yes.
Like low block. You know what
Yes.
I mean? Yeah, that's really good stuff. Throw?
Yes.
Possibly, yeah. We're
Yeah.
talking about teching at this point, right? How about jab?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's still pretty risky. Once again, here, I'm gonna knock you down and you jab on. You can just match the jab on your wake up, okay? It's risky,
Okay.
but it should be on the belt.
Okay.
Specifically for situations where motherfuckers. So we were just talking about Oki, right? I'm using my Oki to do a meaty, and I just told Alex what a meaty was. Did you hear it, or should I explain it one more time?
One more time.
Yeah. Basically, it's me as you're waking up. It's when you knock your opponent down. No, that's not true. Yeah.
They're on the ground.
Yeah. As your opponent's waking up, you're throwing out an attack and timing it so that the moment they're up and vulnerable, there's already an attack, like an active frame waiting for them.
Right.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
You're going to knock me down with a sweep, and then you're just going to do a single medium punch.
All right.
And we're going to know because if it's a counter hit, right? Like, because I'm going to try and jab. I'm going to mash the fuck out of this.
Okay.
And if you're timing it right, you'll see counter hit. Okay? Let's do it. Nailed it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand why that worked,
Meaty.
right? Matter of fact...
Everybody thinks.
You know what? I missed it the first time because you said meaty and I call Smitty.
Yeah,
meaty.
he's going
And so
nuts
that's
right
what
now.
I was thinking
Oh,
about.
my bad.
No,
Shit,
it's
we got
fine.
to change the name of that.
No, he's a good meaty.
Just call it a Snoopy.
He's a meaty. You know, he is a meaty. Like I think like if his personality was summed up into one thing, it would be
Literally an
waiting
active
for his
frame
moment.
waiting for
An
you.
active frame
You just
waiting
told
for
me a
his
story
moment to
where
punch
you
you.
were asleep, Alex, and he was like sitting there on your wake up. ready to take
Literally an
Oki.
active frame. Yeah.
Try it again, though, Kelly. Knock me down, and
Okay.
we'll see what we can do. Go for the confirmation, too, you know. Wait, did you see how we traded?
Kind of.
Do you know why we traded?
No.
You were late.
So you
So
put
like
press at
I
the same
got
time.
like my attack out, but that if you're on time with your meaties, it should never happen. There it is.
I see.
Try it again.
Oh.
Early. Nailed it.
Yeah.
You understand what a meaty is now?
I do.
That shit is why getting knocked down fucking sucks. Okay? Okay, so we talked about knockdown, block throw. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, That's why jabbing is like you can still. So if someone that's exactly. So you saw how we traded.
Yeah.
And how when you did it too early, like I hit you. That's why when you get knocked down, keeping a jab in your back pocket if you don't believe your opponent's on time with their shit is still very good.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure,
But
yeah.
if I play people and they're like, oh no, they got it down, I'm blocking forever.
So if I notice myself getting meatied a couple times, that jab maybe not the.
Don't take it off the table.
Take it off.
Absolutely.
Got
Maybe
it.
just block. Yeah.
How about that long poke? Would you do that on like if you're waking up?
I don't think so.
Fuck no.
No.
That'd be so. If I knock someone down and they woke up with this shit, I would call them on the phone and be like, "You bold bastard, bold motherfucker." DI on wake up. What do you think? I probably wouldn't either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because, well, no, we'll talk about it later.
Because the active frame is like after you press it, right?
It does take a while to be active, but that's not the issue. Because you can armor through a lot of the stuff that people throw on you when they're like taking their Oki. The issue is that their Oki could be canceled. Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna knock you down. You do DI on wake up, okay?
Okay.
Oh shit, you got me right. But let's say I choose a move that's like cancelable instead, like my standing medium punch. Okay? Do the same thing. I did too. I got greedy. Let me try again. You ready? One more time. I gotta just cancel it. Here we go.
Oh.
My fault. One more time. Here we go.
I was early too.
Right?
Yeah,
So I can
easy peasy.
I can throw out a button that's cancelable. Confirm. Oh, she hit the thing. Let me just hit my.
And then just hit the thing.
So much nonsense just happened on the screen though too,
Sure.
which was pretty cool.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
We were talking about knockdown. Yeah, you probably don't want to do DI. Do you want to do a stock when you're waking up?
No.
Please don't do a stock. Do you want to jump in on your opponent when you're waking
No.
up? Do you want to do an anti-air when you're waking up?
No.
No. Do you want to do medium punch when you're waking up?
Yes.
Really? Let's try it.
Well. Let's try it again.
It's the okay.
Okay.
Did you try and press medium punch?
I did.
Try it again.
If you do it, you're way faster.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
matter.
have
It's gonna-
advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, this is even
Yep.
slower than the jab.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
wouldn't
no.
take
None
it
of that.
right off the table.
None of that.
What about wave? Would you do that?
No.
Forward dash?
No.
Back dash?
No.
Absolute. Good call. I'm so glad. That string of no's is exactly what I wanted. Because hopefully it tells you just how at a disadvantage you are when you get knocked down like this. You have very little options, but that's okay. You can earn your options back.
Gosh, I can't wait to see this chart. I'm so excited.
We're very close, actually. It might be a good idea to save the ranking for another episode based
Okay.
on our time, but I'm glad we're doing this.
Yes, this is extremely valuable.
Let's talk about pressure. I wrote down pressure, basically meaning like you're not waking up, but you're like being put under pressure from like close range. So why don't you just block low for now, right?
Okay.
Let's say this kind of stuff is happening. You know, happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
Should you walk forward?
No.
Hell no. Should you walk back?
No. Not really.
Why not? What's
Because
the
you're
risk?
currently getting hit, so there's like. Well,
Are you getting
mean,
hit?
no, you're not getting hit. I guess
Exactly.
I could walk back because
Exactly.
even if you change up to other bits, I'm still blocking.
Exactly.
So
Look at that.
backward
and you
walk.
moved
Okay.
blocking, like walking back in that scenario is like really good. Like is high up on the priority list
Okay,
because
yeah.
you're moving yourself out of that pressure scenario. You're still vulnerable to like lows. That's the only thing you really have to worry about. Okay. Backwalk is pretty good here. Sweep. Like, here, block low real quick. Keep blocking. How about a sweep during
No,
that?
I don't think so.
I fully agree. Don't do that. Blocking, obviously,
Yeah.
really good here. Throwing,
Yes.
I agree, but you have to like know when your opponent is maybe
Between?
going for a throw themselves. You know what I mean? Like basically, when I say going for a throw here, I don't mean like let me throw my opponent. I mean like tech. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty important to be able to tech here, right?
Yeah.
How about jab?
Yes.
I agree. Every now and then, once again, when you think your opponent his turn is over, like take your turn back with the safest thing you can do. How about a long poke?
No.
How about DI during this?
No.
Why not?
Because if they're throwing out pressure, they're doing a lot of moves, and so they could probably easily counter what you're doing.
So here's the thing. You do that. I'm going
Okay.
to
Pressure you?
pressure you.
Okay.
And you try and DI me, okay?
Okay.
There are very rarely during like pressure moments there are very rarely like times where I can get out 3 things.
Okay.
Very rarely, right? It's only if I'm like mashing jab.
For sure.
And that's pretty rare. So the thing you really have to be worried about is like if I'm pressuring you with cancelable stuff and I react.
Sure.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's not off the table, but it's not maybe high up.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah, recognizing on the table, but be careful.
It could happen McWorld, but
Hey man, it's a kid's world. Stock? Should you stock during this?
Mm-mm.
I agree. Jump in.
No.
Anti-air.
No.
Medium punch.
No.
I agree. Good for you. I was wondering if maybe you would think maybe you should based on the range, but
it won't be fast enough.
Exactly. Good call. The wave.
No.
Forward dash.
No.
Back dash.
No.
Good call, man. Good call. All right. There's really one last zone. Mm-hmm. It's this same mid-range zone, but it's specifically like when you're putting pressure on the opponent / they're putting pressure on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with stuff like this, or stuff like this, or stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like if you block something, right? Mm-hmm. Or make your opponent block something. So for example, I'm gonna use this because like it's maybe one of her best normals. Period. If I do this, just so you know, block this real quick from mid range. I'm -4, just so you know. Mm-hmm. If this happens, should you walk forward?
No.
Why not?
Because that's barely. You're -4. Wait, you're -4.
I'm -4.
I don't know. It's like it's borderline safe.
To walk forward?
Yeah.
It is safe. For 4 frames at least, right?
Yeah, but it's a really short window, so I would be scared.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to let you know that, yeah, walking forward might be a good idea here if you're, trying to get in, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say, for example, they do this. It all depends on their behavior, right? Let's say your opponent, whenever they throw this out and they see you block it, let's say they always walk forward.
Uh-huh.
Well, then you could take that information, like, after you block one, like, oh, he's going to walk forward. What would you do to stop me?
Maybe so.
Try again. Hold on. Sure. Right? You could take that information. But let's say after they do this, they always block low. Let's try it. Because they know, oh, my turn is up. Let me protect myself. What would you do? Ah, now you see what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to go all the way in for the throw, but just like encroach a little. Maybe put yourself in jab. Like remember, there's a zone here between those two. Right. You went for an option that's basically in close range. We were in mid range. Don't forget about jab range. So you could, after that, walk forward and just take your turn back. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So yeah, I think walking forward is a viable option. It all depends on the opponent's tendencies. How about back walk? Putting pressure on you putting pressure on the opponent?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How about sweep?
No.
I agree. I am now, so this is the last category, right? In my opinion, sweep only comes up in one scenario, which is basically this range. Yeah.
Like the tip of the toe?
Exactly. Yeah. Mid-range. But if we're fighting out stuff, like, if we're poking each other, it's still pretty dangerous, man. It's only if you see your opponent walking a lot in that range,
Right. Okay.
How about block?
Yes.
Absolutely, dude.
Yes.
How about throw?
No.
Too far. Good call. How about jab?
Yes.
I think so too. But once again, from this range, it's about like let's say we're doing this stuff, right? Yeah, you go ahead. Press medium kick, standing medium kick. It's pretty good. Yeah. From this range, it's about whiff punishing, right? So you do that, go for it. Oh, too far. Go for it. Damn, that's really good. Go for it. Holy shit, that move is better than I thought. God damn, baby! All right, you get the idea. Damn, hopefully you see how good that fucking move is.
Wow.
What is that,
really has a lot.
Medium?
It's standing medium kick, man.
That's like the greatest poke in all fighting game history.
It's probably her best move. Probably. We were going at jab. Yeah, jab. It's good. Remember, it's like a whiff punish, right? How about that long poke?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, during pressure.
But this isn't pressure. Remember,
sorry.
Pressure is when you're here. This is like playing plus or minus games, and I would do it too.
I think then yes.
I agree. Good call. How about the DI?
Yes, also.
I think this is where DI shines, bro. Absolutely. Like, remember, if everyone's throwing out like. Dude, you fucking got, like, I literally was just, like, throwing out, that's exactly what it's for. Yeah, absolutely. How about stock?
Yeah.
I think you can get away with a light stock. Sure. How about the jump in?
Yes.
I think jump in shines here, too. Same scenario, right? If I'm throwing out, like, little pokes, like this, and we're, yeah, absolutely.
You can almost nail a cross up right there.
Maybe, yeah, but from this range, you're probably going to get a regular. How about the anti-air?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong button. I see.
Anti-air sweep.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. Medium punch?
No.
Probably not. How about the wave? Let's say you
Yes.
have one. Yeah? I agree. It's a little bit riskier.
That startup
right?
is pretty slow.
Right.
Yeah.
But from certain ranges, like right around here, yeah, I think so. Forward dash?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, during more like
like exchange.
scouty exchanges, maybe not.
Yeah, I have it written down as yes, but, maybe.
At risk.
How about backdash?
Risky. Yeah.
I'd say so too.
Pretty safe.
So that's it, basically. And really, I know that I just want to make one last distinction between this mid-range and what we just did, which is I'm going to call like the minus range, if you will. It's the same thing, but it's just the status, right? So what I mean by mid-range is like we're here, and your opponent's really like not putting pressure on you, and you're not putting pressure on them. We're kind of sitting here doing this. But I'm talking about mid-range. I'm talking about when like we're close enough to actually be putting pressure on people. That's the difference. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so for everybody at home, here's the fucking chart. You could see it now. There's probably, maybe we made some little corrections here and there. But yeah, next time. This really went long, but I think that's okay because I think it was important.
This is a big one, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is maybe one of the most useful tools.
It's like a midterm.
To kind of like go over. Like once you have an idea of like what kind of things that your character can do, I think that's maybe one of the biggest intimidating things is when do I do all this stuff?
Yes.
When is it okay to? When is it bad to?
Yes. When should I use this tool versus that tool?
Yeah.
You can look at this chart now.
Wow.
Kellie's looking at it for the first time.
What? It's beautiful.
He's like, yo, what's on that chart?
Alice was right. You do have similar handwriting.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, you do.
So,
especially the word "throw" right here. I could have sworn. I would have sworn you wrote that.
Huh?
I didn't.
No,
But our birthdays are pretty close.
No way.
Does that matter?
Can you read
Was
that
that right?
handwriting though?
They might have
100%.
the same relatives.
Yeah, we might have the same Uncle Dwayne.
That's
I
true.
don't know.
That's
never
true.
know.
I told you mine looks
you
like
never
Black
look into
the
it.
Scatman though, so I don't know.
Mine looks
you never
like
look into it,
White,
do you
the guy from Dinosaurs.
Like Earl?
Yeah.
Earl Sinclair. Sinclair.
That was the logic by which I claimed that Koga was my grandfather. So.
Yeah. Solid.
But as you can see on this chart, for those of you looking at home still, it kind of like, in a lot of these scenarios, there's not many things that are recommended should do. And I think probably next time we convene, we're going to whittle this down even more, man.
By doing our priorities.
Yeah, dude.
Putting our priorities in order.
So maybe I'll
That's
write
good
this
stuff.
out again for you somehow. Maybe we'll do it live together. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
So yeah, your guys' homework is do this exact same thing. Figure out your zones and all your tools and your tool belt that you've gone over so far. That you're
Some of the
familiar with.
characters are going to be different than others.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, they're all going to be different. Super different.
My point is that this is not just like what you should memorize. Yeah.
Yeah, it's depending on your game, depending on your character, it's going to be some different stuff, some same stuff.
Word.
But yeah, make your chart, or if you can be mental, but I like to write things down sometimes. That's your homework. Hey, check us out on patreon.com where like that episode we're going to prioritize things, it's like already there. You can go watch it right now on patreon.com/superbeardbros. Thank you guys for sitting through this long with me. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Ted.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kellie.
Hey,
yeah.
that was great.
Thank you, Smitty. That's a good boy.
He was like, kind of you're welcome, but also kind of fuck you.
We'll kind of fuck that.
He's like,
screen
just to
door
let you
open.
know, no, I successfully protected the house from the screen door.
Thank you, Smitty.
You're
Hate
welcome.
So many
you,
times.
but I hate that screen door more.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Take care.
Bye. Bye bar. Bye bar.